Just when it appeared that the sister wives' tell-all could not become any messier, Part 4 descended like a Kody Brown ego explosion. The final installment of Season 19's tell-all confirmed one thing: this Brown family is done feigning everything is great, from confessions to clapbacks to post-divorce bitterness. Mary Brown has finally emerged from the emotional waiting room. Janelle Brown has discovered her voice, and Christine Brown has officially moved on, resulting in a shattered Brown family dynamic. The unvarnished, unadulterated truths that have been simmering beneath the surface for years are all that remains. David Woolley has become my new favorite individual. The individual is not present to hear Kody's revisionist history. Fans were ecstatic about Christine's new partner's inaugural tell-all appearance. David intervened with a composed yet incisive reality check when Kody attempted to portray his unsuccessful marriages as evidence that polygamy is ineffective. In his brief interview, David accurately acknowledged Kody has consistently desired for the spouses to engage in conflict and tension. This ensured that his actions were consistently concealed. Kody's conduct was not addressed if they were in conflict. Christine's spouse entertained profound contemplations regarding polygamy. He observed that the men caused them to be ruined. They will be irreparably damaged. My elder sisters fled from it. David initially felt apprehensive about dating Christine because of her past, but he eventually discovered his diamond in the raw. David was evidently weary of Kody's tendency to assign blame for the complete lifestyle rather than accepting responsibility for his actions. It was the type of moment that supporters have been anticipating, in which someone would criticize Kody's martyr complex without erupting in a rage or fleeing the scene. David did not merely defend Christine. He discreetly reminded everyone that the Brown family's collapse was not due to the structure, but rather to the individual in charge. Although David does not provide a lot of commentary, he certainly made a compelling argument. Janelle disclosed that she would not have married Kody if she could turn back time in one of the most gut-wrenching moments of the episode. The confession was unexpectedly dispassionate, candid, and emotional. Janelle acknowledged, "I am uncertain as to whether I would have married Kody if we had been together for a year." She disclosed to anchor Janelle Christine, "I may have observed him for additional information, you understand? I have somewhat fallen off the charisma journey." Fans of Sister Wives have long commended Janelle for her sanity. However, this moment underscored the emotional toll she endured in maintaining the family's unity and the meager compensation she received. She refrained from disparaging Kody. She refrained from portraying herself as a victim. Janelle simply acknowledged that she made her decisions based on loyalty, faith, and a version of Kody that no longer exists, and she took ownership of them. Nevertheless, the mother of six stated, "I don't need to go back and discard everything that was. Would I really be in this great place if I were to say, 'Oh, I'm really sorry I did all that'?" When it came to his lengthy courtship with Robyn, Janelle had a single message. It is not advisable for a married male to engage in a lengthy engagement. I believe that they engaged in a romantic relationship for nearly a year. The one thing Kody consistently refuses to do is accept responsibility. He delivered yet another classic Kodyism in Part 4 of the Sister Wives Tell-All. He attributed his ex-wife's changes to his departure. "I would not have been mean at the outset. However, they became mean after they departed. I felt as though I was counterpunching. In the end, it's like moving on and being happy," he said with a straight expression. The notion that years of emotional abandonment, gaslighting, and neglect were insufficient to induce even a hint of bitterness was absurd. Christine's fervent supporters are aware that she did not become antagonistic. She became forthright. Janelle did not undergo any modifications. She initiated the process of establishing boundaries. Additionally, Mary, she eventually relinquished her desire to be selected by a man who had emotionally moved on years prior. Kody's remark is more indicative of his incapacity to manage independent, strong women than it is of his ex-partners. Years of suppressed resentment have finally surfaced, and what he perceives as meanness is the result. And it has been long overdue for the first three spouses.